a protected place. It's a sanctuary where blackbucks are protected, and it's a beautiful birding site. There's so many birds there. The landscape is dryish and dry scrub forest. That's the kind of place blackbucks prefer. With not much trees, mostly grassland, because that's what gives them visibility. That's what gives them things to eat. So that's where we are headed to, Jayamangali Blackbuck Reserve. It's called Jayamangali Blackbuck Reserve. This reserve also has a water hole. There are two water holes, not very big pond, but that's also a beautiful place for birding. So my interest being birding, that's where we are headed to now. Today we have Vinay, and we of course have Juno. Yeah, this is the month of October, and the migratory birds have already started coming. They came early this year, probably because it's much colder in the north. They started coming as early as mid-September, where they usually come only by November. So we'll also see, let's see what else we get. Looking forward to this.
In 600 meters, turn right to stay on State Highway 3.
So we were on the Bangalore-Bombay highway all this while, and now we have left the highway at Dobuspet. At Dobuspet we've left the highway, and from here we have taken the service road, which will take us to towards Jayamangali. Of course, we just follow Google Maps. Contribute to this. How can all of us individually contribute to this to produce less garbage? And if each one of us produced less garbage, there would not be so much garbage for the government to handle. We always think government will handle, BBMP will handle, or whatever. How can they do with so much of garbage? And I also think, oh, there's a rainbow there. Can you see? Yeah, stop, please stop. കുറച്ച് പുറകിലേക്ക് പോ. കുറച്ച് പുറകിലേക്ക് പോ. So I was saying, how can we make sure that
State Highway 3.
How can we make sure that we throw less garbage? One is that we produce less garbage. We consume. Wait. We consume. We prepare or bring only what we can consume. The second is that when we dispose whatever we really can't handle, make sure it is disposed in such a way that it can be handled by them. For example, if you put plastic, if you put your wet waste into plastic, that plastic cannot be used at all. So don't throw garbage in plastic, compost instead. So in many ways you can make sure that we don't allow garbage. So each time we see garbage and we say, oh God, this is such a dirty city or dirty town or whatever, it's up to us to think, how are we contributing to this? We contribute to it in a very major way. So along with birding, that's another passion that we have, is composting, and we have a terrace garden. So we don't, as much as possible, of course we can't be 100%, but we don't throw out garbage wet waste we don't throw out at all. We compost everything, but sometimes we can't do without bringing in plastic, salt, and whatever we buy from the shops, they come in plastic. Sometimes we return the board and the plastic. Plastic we can't return, we return the cardboard. Plastic we don't bring from the shops at all when we go physically buying. So some of these things we can adopt to make sure that we don't produce so much garbage, and therefore our cities and our villages will remain clean, because all the city garbage is brought into the village and dumped somewhere. Such a beautiful place. Just imagine, this is all green and so serene, washed. Washed with last night's rain. This is how beautiful our country is. Look at that mountain, small hill over there, and on top of that there's a temple. So let's do what we can and then worry about what others can do. Yeah. Oh, beautiful clouds on those mountains up there. Juno's not happy sitting there, and she doesn't know whom I'm speaking to, and she wants to be a part of it. Beautiful clouds on the mountains. It's how Karnataka is so beautiful, so rich, and this is clean. See, there are no villages. Juno, what's the problem? What's the problem? Phone on Arilla. Phone on. Okay? Yeah, that's Devrayana Durg. And
Oh, sorry.
7 kilometers from Durg. Very beautiful hillock. We've gone there several times in the past. And that's the clouds. Wait, money. Gauri Badanur 57, Pavagada 93 kilometers from here. And you go left and you go to Tumkur. That's Devrantur with the clouds hugging the mountain. We went to Devrantur birding last month. So many cyclists and so many morning walkers. Oh God, there's garbage here. Anywhere there is habitation, there is garbage. Beautiful sight to behold. There's a cloud on top of this. It's flowing down. Pachungulaki one. Well, there's a cloud. Cloud is flowing down.
Correct bypass.
So here we leave this road and move to Kottagiri bypass.
Left goes to the
Continue for 18 kilometers.
The sun has already risen. Karnataka is so beautiful. If only it was used well. Very beautiful place. But it's all so much mining. It's not enough to have a beautiful land, you also have to have good rulers. Yeah. Asia's largest monolith, it says. Tall. It's quite huge. That's apparently Asia's largest monolith. And it's in Madhugiri. Huge, huh? It's quite huge.
Yeah, it's quite big.
It's quite big.
Tall.
It's tall and it's long. And are our politicians in the process of breaking it down? Not yet, looks like. But we can't be too sure. This is a rock. Asia's largest monolith.
In 600 meters,
Yo. So now we're in a really remote part. It's Kodiginahalli main road. So we took a turn here to Kodiginahalli main road. And it's remote and therefore roads are bad. No minister will ever come this way. But it's a nice place. This is Jayamangali Blackbuck Reserve. That's a mother with 2 juveniles. And part of it is being converted. This path here, you go about 50 meters, and apparently 4 acres of land has been given in the name of SCST to one Raitru called Narsamaya. 4 acres of land in which he has planted coconut. I counted 25 coconut trees and arecanut. There are about at least 70 arecanut trees inside Blackbuck Reserve, just after the gate here, the back gate. So this is supposed to be scrubland where we have painted sandgrasses, we have chestnut, tailed sandgrasses, and this is being converted. These are eucalyptus trees. Eucalyptus trees are not good at all for scrubland. Why is plantation happening? Where will the blackbucks go? This is supposed to be a blackbuck reserve. Blackbuck reserve.